Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here, and we are enjoying our new voice. You are enjoying the contrast of your time and place. You are appreciating the expansion of you. We've noticed that you appreciate the expansion of you when you keep up with it, and not so much when you don't. And you get what we mean by that, don't you? That's good that you know that. As humans go, most don't get that. Most don't really understand that you're extensions of source energy, and that you've come forth into an environment that you knew would induce new ideas. And the birthing of a new idea to an eternal being is so wonderful. If you were not an eternal being, then a new idea would not be important, because you could just live off your old ideas for a while until you just petered out into nothingness. But since you are eternal beings, don't you think it's nice that you live in a platform that constantly produces new desire? And do you see how the cycle of life happens, where your source energy, you come into a physical body, the environment that surrounds you gives birth to the new idea, and then the new idea is embraced by source, by all that is, by the creator of all that you know. And then law of attraction responds to that new idea, bringing all things to it for the fulfillment and the fruition of it. Do you see that? You've been hearing about law of attraction, but most of our physical human friends who are now hearing about it think that what law of attraction means is that I get what I think about, and that certainly is true, you do. That you get what you think about whether you want it or not, that certainly is true. But there is a bigger part of the picture that it is important to understand. For when you understand that law of attraction is responding to everything, then you understand that law of attraction is responding predominantly and primarily to the dominant you, to the total you, to the source energy you, to the evolving you, to the expanding you. And the reason that we are so eager to say this to you is because if law of attraction were only responding to the vibration that is emitted from humans, you would have destroyed yourselves long ago. Because humans predominantly think negative thoughts. That's why you decline so rapidly in your physical bodies. You actually think more about what you don't want than you do about what you do want. But the reason this time-space reality continues to not only survive but thrive is because law of attraction is responding to everything, and the dominant part of even that which you know as life on planet Earth is the non-physical vibrational countenance of the source energy that is within you. So friends, you're hearing some leading edge dialogue here today, but we just have to give it to you because you're so ready to hear it. Your source energy, you come forth into a physical body, you bang around, and in your human form, most of you think more about what you don't want than you do about what you do want. But in that process, you give birth to an expanded rocket of desire, which the source energy part of you rides and becomes. And now, as law of attraction is responding to all things, since most of you is this vibrational essence, since most of you is this eternal being, then law of attraction is mostly responding to that, and thriving and expansion continues to be the order of the day. Now, meanwhile, most humans are over here fussing about this and worrying about this, somewhere on the emotional scale. Most of you not feeling all that good as you're worrying about what everybody else is doing, as you're trying to control the conditions of your life by making others be the way you need them to be so that you can feel good. Going about it truly the hard way, making rules, trying to get them to keep them. If they don't keep them, getting enforcers. If they don't agree with you, getting bombs and blowing them up. In other words, doing everything you can to control the conditions of the environment, because most humans just look around at conditions, and when you see one that makes you feel good, you do. And when you see one that makes you feel bad, you don't. So you think controlling conditions is a way to go about that. And that's all right. We're just saying to you that's what most humans are doing these days. But the good news, the really, really, really good news is that from your human form, you're not creating worlds. From your human form, you're not even the predominant vibration of the world in which you are living, from your human disconnected perspective, that is. Instead, what's going on is that the source energy part of you came forth into this body, and now that you are in this body, you're giving birth to constant rockets of desires. You know that, don't you? When you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, whether you speak it or not. So all day, every one of you, everyone who is physically focused, is emitting a rocket of desire, a constant stream of rockets of desire, and Source says, you should know you're out here on the leading edge. You are the furthest extension of the universe. You are exploring the nitty-gritty of this expanded contrast. You should know, so you are giving birth to these rockets of desire. And Source becomes that new expanded version of you. And this is the part we so want you to hear. Law of attraction predominantly responds to that. So, well-being will always abound. Well-being is the order of the day. Well-being is the dominant stream that flows. In fact, as far as Source is concerned, well-being is the only stream that flows. You can get some negative streams going in your physical form, but they are not enough to upset the apple cart of the eternal nature of who you are, or of even life on planet Earth. So you do not need to worry about it. You have not figured out how to scrape enough dirt together to launch another Earth into orbit. You're not creating worlds from your physical human form. That's happening from the broader perspective. So, what we're saying to you is, all you can do with your negative approach to life, if you have one, is mess up your own personal life. You cannot destroy the universe, even if you convince everyone on the planet to join you in your negative conversation. You still will not destroy the universe. You will not destroy your Earth. It's not possible, because every time you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, and every time you know what you do want, Source rides that rocket and becomes it. So, the future generations are born from that new platform of expanded desire. Do you see how it works? We're glad you know that, because that will give you ease about what's going on globally. It will give you ease about what's going on in terms of your eternalness. And as you listen here today, it is our expectation that you will come to an awareness that you have options all day, every day, of turning and going in the direction of the expanded version of you. We like to say to you that, in a way, you are a bit like a two-headed monster, and we just want both heads to go in the same direction. We've written a book and given it a wonderful title, best title ever, that says, Ask and it is given. And the reason we like the title so much is because it tells the whole story in the title. And what it means is, when life in your physical form causes you to ask for something, and it does all day, can't stop that. When that new desire is born, it is given immediately, because Source embraces and becomes the vibrational equivalent of what you are asking for. So, as Source has become it, it has been asked by you, Leading Edge Creator, and it has been given by the universal resources. Now your work, and it's the subject of this gathering, is you must get vibrationally up to speed with what you have asked for. And that's the reason that you have summoned us forth into your leading edge time-space reality. Because many of you have forgotten about your guidance system. You have a scanty sensing that you are more than the physical being that you see. And you hope that there will be something beyond this life experience. But it is a really rare human. Oh, there have been masters, and there have been spotty awarenesses by many of you. But it's a rare human who really gets it, that you are Source energy in a physical body, who came with the intention of exploring contrast for the purpose of the new idea, and that you were born with guidance that would help you, if you care about how you feel, to turn always, ever in the direction of the new idea. And when you do, you feel so good. Your emotional guidance system says, yes, you're in alignment with the new idea. But when you feel negative emotion, it is your guidance saying to you, your life caused you to launch a new idea, and Source understood the rightness of it and embraced it fully and became it. And law of attraction is responding to the new idea. But you, dear heart, for some reason, are not coming along with your own new idea that you have given birth to. because you're so busy beating the drum of what went wrong in order to justify why you want the new thing. And we say, stop the justifying, stop the defending, just turn toward the new idea and talk about why you want it. Embrace the new idea, become a vibrational match to the new idea. Because when you are a vibrational match to the new idea, it must manifest in your experience. You knew from your non-physical vantage point that first there is vibration or energy or thought. Technically those words could be different, but generally it is accurate to speak them all as one. You knew that there would be thought, energy, vibration, and you knew that if there was enough focus by a thinker, vibrator, creator upon that thought, energy, vibration, that law of attraction would cause it to amass more power until more would see it, and in time it would be viewed by most. And that's what you call manifestation. You think that this stuff you see of your physical world is real because your sensors feel it and taste it and smell it and see it and hear it. But it is a vibrational world that you are interpreting, and it is a much bigger world than you are currently interpreting with ease. And you have within you emotional guidance that will assist you in tuning your vibration into such alignment with who you are that you will, in your human form, begin to see this world through the eyes of Source. And when you consistently begin to see, hear, smell, taste, touch this magnificent physical world through the eyes of who you really are, then you will be living life as you intended. Then you will understand why you have come forth. Then you will appreciate and adore the contrast that gives birth to all of our expansion. But if you are momentarily in the crack where your life has caused you to ask for something, but you are still focused upon the lack that has given birth to the reason for the desire, then this leading edge, life-giving, time-space reality doesn't feel good to you. And then you say, why would I come forth? If I were pure positive energy, why would I subject myself to this? Then you say, Abraham, I'm here in this body, but I'm not coming back. So tell anybody who needs to know, I've fulfilled my reason for being here. You ask questions like, how many incarnations do I have to have? You ask questions like, why would there be so much contrast? Why didn't you, if you are Source, get it all worked out better so that when we got here it would be more fun? And we say, spoken like a human, and spoken like a human who is currently fixated on what's gone wrong instead of turning in the direction of what you have given birth to. You are magnificent genius creators. And whether you ever figure this out and pay attention to the way you feel and learn to turn in the direction of your new expanded beingness and bring yourself into alignment with it while you are in this physical body, whether you ever do it while you're here in this physical body consistently or not, we promise you that when you croak, we love that disrespectful word of death since there is none, when you croak, you will become the expanded being that this life has caused you to evolve to. So nothing ever goes wrong. It's just sometimes temporarily uncomfortable. And it need not be. Because you have in every moment the resources to align with the fullness of that which is you. So, you're non-physical, you come forth, contrast causes you to ask for more. Sometimes you go in the direction of it and catch up with it. Sometimes you beat the drum of what's wrong and don't. But in every case, you have emotional feedback that lets you know whether you're allowing your expansion or resisting your expansion. When you allow your expansion, you feel positive emotion. And the better the emotion feels, the more you are allowing your expansion. The negative emotion means you are not allowing your expansion. And the worse you feel, the more you are not allowing your expansion. The degree of the emotion you feel has to do with how much expansion you've asked for and how well you are allowing it. In other words, if you really want something, if life has caused you to ask and ask and ask and ask and ask, so you have a strong current going about this thing that you want, and you are now focused in the direction of it, you're having a wonderful ride on this river of life.